going to be here for months with a judge that already made up his mind. It's ridiculous. He's a Democrat judge, he's an operative, and it's ridiculous. Other than that, things went very well.
What's going on, everyone? Starks Getting here today, and sorry for the late upload. I just had a lot of stuff going on this morning, so I want to kind of react to the whole judge trial. I mentioned a video before with how influencers, how political commentators can influence public opinion, and one of the case studies that I used was this story. Essentially, they're taking Trump through a civil fraud case, a civil fraud trial in New York City, and he got Trump is just pissed off, as you saw from the intro, about this whole stuff. And actually, I kind of want you guys to get a full context of what's going on. Letta James, I believe her name was, which is the attorney general, I believe, for New York. She was in attendance as well. It's right here. Her Letta, I don't know how to say her name, but James. And this lawsuit is $250 million lawsuit over allegations of business fraud against Trump, members of his family, and the Trump organization. As you know, Letta made a whole press conference. She summarized the whole, she pretty much summarized the charges, and they essentially disbanded his organization for fraud without trial. All right. And if this was as big as a fraud, if he defrauded people, wouldn't you think they'll make this a criminal case so that way he served jail time? Isn't it what the Democrats wanted? They want him to go to jail, right? So why make it a civil suit, right? And this is kind of the political games. And no matter which side of this you're on, no one can really tell me this is not a politicized attack. Especially when I show you the next clip that's about to come out. Actually, let me show you the next clip and then I'll go into my monologue later. Let's take a look.
But the court rejected that.
Professor, argument. I'm sorry, I've interrupted you so many times, but I think we're seeing something that we frankly did not expect. There's a camera in that courtroom. Was that supposed to be, or would they just be simply ushered out when we're gavelled to order?
Well, you're more likely to have cameras in state proceedings, and so it's up to the discretion of the judge. And quite frankly, I'm not too sure that both parties would want this. I think that Trump views this, the optics of this, as working to his advantage. Look, people looking at this live picture right now will be either filled with rage or they will be thrilled. And that's the problem, is that, you have James now being shown in the background, you've got Trump in the foreground, and it fulfills the narrative on both sides. Trump is likely right. I mean, he's being shown in a sort of tag team series of prosecutions and civil lawsuits where one prosecutor tags another. They're all insisting on these trials occurring before the election.
And as you can see, it's crazy. No matter what side of this you're on, people are emotional over this, and rightfully so, right? Libertarians are saying, see, look what happened when you trust the government. Government is always going to follow its own ends, and what government want is control. And if they don't have control over you, they'll find any means. If they have to fabricate something, they'll find some way to get you, right? There's so many laws in the book. It's crazy how much regulation that we have that don't really protect the people it claims to do, right? And here's some comments from people. I'm going back to the article. A show trial, literally, said Judicial Watch President Tim Fitton. We have a serious crisis in our judiciary system. So many demons, said a political commentator, Julie Kelly. The judge in Trump's case smiles for his close-up. What an absolute clown show this is, said another ex-account from the popular Citizens Free Press website. And this is the type of stuff that you expect journalists to call out. Hey, isn't the judiciary court in New York City hurting its own credibility by going after Trump this way? Without any undeniable evidence? Without any ability for the defense to defend itself? Now, I believe Trump is repealing this, right? But it goes to show how when people call this a politicized attack and people on the left says, no, it's not. It's purely legitimate. And I just went through a video with Tim Pool, how he just essentially debunked everyone's claims about, oh, this judge, which is the one you saw smiling, maybe I'll put his face up here. He said that, hey, oh, your property is only worth $20 million. And then you just went on, all you have to do, all you have to do is go on Zillow.
I give you this property here. This is 500 Regents Park Road, Palm Beach, Florida. It is a 6,488 square foot, 6-bedroom, 5-bath, beautiful property with a swimming pool. Estimated payment per month, $267,000. Woo! Listed at $40 million. Wow, $40 million. This has got to be massive. I mean, it's worth more than Mar-a-Lago. It's got to be, wait, what? A half acre? That's it.
Look up property around Trump's area. See that this house is smaller than Trump's 17-acre land and is selling for $40 million. But he's saying he overvalued his asset. No one can tell me it's not politicized. And today, if you want any credibility, like lefty Democrats, about how this is not a political attack, you shouldn't have your judge out here smiling, showing teeth, happy as hell, happy can be. No. Y'all just give Trump more credibility, bro. I don't see how this doesn't backfire on them, honestly. And this is why you can't, as much as we like accountability, this is why you can't put judges, you can't put presidents on trial. Because no matter what, it's going to be seen as bias. If you put Trump in a Republican court and he gets off scot-free, people are going to say that's bias. You put Trump in a Democratic court, people are going to say they're persecuting him. It's bias. No matter where you put the president, it's almost impossible for you to actually prosecute a president. And I think this is why there's a precedent of not trying to go after presidents for wrongdoing. Because no matter where you put them, they can have the argument, their defense can say, hey, we had a biased court. I'm just saying, it's the same argument we can have for Hunter Biden. Yeah, sure. If you have without a shadow of a doubt that he did these things, he can be convicted. Yes. But when it's stuff like this, oh, you subjectively undervalue his property, his assets, and then you call it fraud, and then you want to send him, you want to absolve his company out of New York because of it. It's craziness to me. That's craziness to me. We should be looking at objectivity as the core root of truth, not what people's perceptions are. And this is it. If it's a court of perception, if it's a court of public opinion, you'll be happy about this or you'll be mad about this. But this is not the point of our judiciary system. It's not supposed to be a means to an end to exert power over someone else. And as much as people hate Trump or love Trump, you can't use your personal feelings to justify wrongdoing on another person. I don't know what to say, at least. But look, this is a witch hunt. I agree with Trump. Yeah, it's a witch hunt. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I didn't want to go too long on this. It's pretty much an open and shut case. I think they're going to drag this on. He's already predicting they're going to drag this on throughout the whole year, right? Just to absolve him from focusing on the election interference. Yes, I agree, Trump. It is election interference. But hey, if you come to a different conclusion or you agree with me, let me know why. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys for watching to the end of the video. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.